When it comes to true crime, there are some cases that really shock us and leave a lasting mark on our minds. One terrible case that serves as a stark warning of how horrible domestic abuse is and how terrible the effects can be is the story of Hannah Clarke and her lovely family. This story goes into detail about the terrible things that happened to Hannah Clarke and her kids. The early years of Hannah Clarke. She was born on September 8, 1988, to Lloyd Clarke and Suzanne Clarke. While she was growing up, Hannah had a wonderful time with her brother Nat. She liked sports and competed for Queensland in trampolining for 4 years in a row. It was clear that she loved the beach and being outside, and this young woman's life seemed full of possibilities. Meeting Rowan Baxter. Her life changed when she met Rowan Baxter in Brisbane, Australia, around 2007. Hannah was 19 years old at the time, and Rowan, who used to play rugby for the New Zealand Warriors, was 30. At first, they seemed to be deeply in love with each other, and Hannah thought she had found her ideal partner for the first 4 years. Rowan Baxter's change and growth. Something changed in Rowan after they got married in 2011. It was like someone turned on a switch, and he started to be mean and controlling. He always wanted to know where Hannah was, made her follow strict rules, and abused her emotionally by making fun of her looks and talking badly about her. To keep her in line, he even made her steal clothes from stores. Financial control and isolation. Rowan had power over their money. He stopped Hannah from using their bank accounts and only gave her a small amount of money to pay for things around the house. Even though they both owned and worked at a gym in the area, Rowan had to give his permission for any big purchases. Rowan wanted to be in charge of more than just the relationship. There are reports that he would train gym clients so hard that some would throw up. Unfaithfulness and fear. Rowan's cheating was obvious, and he did not say sorry. He had several affairs and did not try very hard to hide them, not even from his family and friends. Sandra, Hannah's cousin, said she caught Rowan cheating on Hannah by texting other women too much at a family gathering. Hannah tried to save their marriage even though she knew he was having affairs. Infidelity and insecurity. They had 3 kids together, a son named Trey and 2 girls named Aaliyah and Liana. Hannah might have thought that Rowan's behavior would change for the better once their kids were born. His violent behavior did not stop, though. Hannah's fight to be independent. Hannah was more eager than ever to keep their kids safe as they grew. She told her family and friends what was going on, and they offered to save her and the kids whenever Rowan tried to make them go back. Hannah changed her name back to her birth name in the end, moved in with her parents, and packed up her kids. Divorce and child support battle. As soon as Hannah left, Rowan became very angry. He kept an eye on her and spent hours outside of the shopping center where Sandra and Hannah both worked. Hannah asked for a divorce and hired a lawyer to get custody of their kids. Rowan agreed to go to therapy even though he had earlier said he wouldn't, and talks about child custody began. Unpredictable behavior of Rowan. Even though his lawyer advised against it, Rowan was certain that he wanted joint custody of the kids. He also turned down an offer from Hannah's lawyers, but he signed something that was not official instead. Rowan took their smallest daughter from Hannah's family home on Christmas Day 2019, which led to a domestic violence order against him. The tragic events of February 19, 2020. The court changed the terms of the domestic violence order in 2020, which meant Rowan could see his kids again. Hannah did everything she could to keep her kids safe, but she had to let them talk to their dad. But the terrible events of February 19, 2020 would break their lives apart forever. Hannah got her kids ready for school that morning and put them in the car. When they got going, Rowan pushed his way into the passenger seat. Soon after, he doused them all in gasoline and set them on fire. People saw Hannah get out of the burning car with her body on fire. While someone was trying to save the kids, Rowan brandished a knife and stopped the person from doing so. Rowan then killed himself with a knife to make sure no one would hold him responsible for his horrible act. The tragic outcome. Aaliyah, Liana, and Trey were unable to be saved from the fire and died at the scene. It took an airplane to get Hannah to the hospital because she had burns on more than 97% of her body. Even though she fought bravely, she died that night from her injuries. The aftermath and commemoration. This horrible crime destroyed both families. Since then, Hannah's family and friends have worked hard to spread information about domestic violence and its effects. At the gathering at the Bill Hewitt Reserve in Camp Hill, everyone wore pink to bring attention to the problem of domestic violence. Nikki Brooks, Hannah's childhood friend, spoke out strongly against ignoring domestic violence and asked people not to turn their backs on their friends when they need help. Hannah's place was given to a part of the Bill Hewitt Reserve to honor her. The sad story of Hannah Clarke and her lovely family is a powerful warning of how terrible it is when someone abuses their partner. Her bravery in leaving a violent marriage to protect her children and get help did not protect them from the terrible things that were waiting for them. What do you think about this case? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.